Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. Today is just a video of me showing you what I've got going on here, and just I like to call it Friday Night Ramblings because I just ramble on and show you all the random crap going on. Not really a purpose to this, so feel free to watch it if you want to. But anyway, let me get you down here and show you what I've got going on. We got a thunderstorm and a tornado watch coming right now, or in effect right now, I should say. So that's kind of got me iffy on machine, and I don't like when the power kicks when I've got the machines running because that can get expensive. And I did get a new camera set up instead of the phone here. And I got let's see, the little studio monitor so I can see what's going on the camera. I got a new microphone I'm not using yet, but it's a Rode wireless microphone if you're familiar with those. But we got all the parts back, and we've started working on them. All the parts from the water jet. As you can see, we got these cut out, the exact dimensions we needed. We're making 16 sets of copper jaws. This is not all of them, but here's a couple I've already got done. Turned out really, really nice. We've got all these blanks to machine, and I'm gonna throw that in just probably a one video montage of all this, because these are fairly quick jobs. So that's pretty cool there. And I've got me a new vise, which is always fun. It is an old Monarch. Not sure if any of you guys collect these, but Monarchs are made by Prentice Vise Company. They are very, very cool and somewhat hard to find. And this one's in good shape except for the typical light crack in the tail. I'm going to show you how I fix these, because that is pretty frequent on Prentice vices. Show you one I've got cracked right here. It's one big crack repair. It's cracked up pretty good. So this is a big boy vise that I use every now and then. It's an 8-inch, 290 pounds on about a 500-pound stand. But yeah, I've got all that going on, and I've got, let's see, got all the copper I need to clean up just from those two sets. I mean, it's an absolute mess in here, like it usually is. So I did pick up some new tools the other day. Let me twist you back here. I picked up just some end mills. They're not brand new, but got some, well, they're new old stock. I mean, a nice cobalt rough-in end mill. Pretty cool. Picked that up for next to nothing. I'm telling you, watch that Facebook Marketplace. You can find everything on there. This one's a high-speed steel Niagara, so that'll be decent for doing, I have used this one already. Be decent for doing a little bit of a copper brass work. And then I picked up just from Amazon here to give it a try. Well, apparently it won't come out. Well, that's a first. You see what I'm seeing? exactly the same size. It will not come out of there. What in the holy heck is this? That's why you don't buy end mills from China. Although I do use them a lot. There we go. See if we can just peel her skirt back a little bit and get in there. Well, this is making for a very, very entertaining video, isn't it? Pretty exciting stuff here. I have never in my life had an end mill so difficult to get out. There we go. It looks pretty nice. It's a titanium aluminum nitride, I believe. No idea. Says it is. It's a rough and end mill 1/2 inch. Looks fairly decent. Anyway, picked that up. And apparently we can't use the container it came in. We're just gonna stick it in there about that far. Haven't got to use this one yet. I did pick those up, and let me show you what else. I picked up all of these, minus my food here. Picked up a whole mess. Carbide end mills. No, sorry, cobalt end mills. Some big boys. That is a 1-inch Niagara. Very nice. But these are all brand new, unused. Here's an inch and, yeah, 1-inch long one, rough and end mill. Check that out. So these are going to be pretty useful. I'm not going to tell you what I picked these up for, because it was a steal. I did pay for them. Not much. This whole lot right here, plus a couple of the other ones I just showed you. Got every bit of those. So we got 2 of these long ones. Showed you the short one. We even got us a nice 3/4 tin tap. OSG. If you know anything about taps, you know that's an expensive tap. Brand spanking new. Beautiful tap. That will definitely come in handy. I do use 3/4 tin a lot. And then I've got some of these taps that are looks like they just have some oxidation on them, but I believe they will make pretty nice taps. I see ads like this, guys selling machinist tools for, very cheap prices, or make offer, and I just go and look, and I throw out a number, and if they want to negotiate, we can. Most people are not the negotiating type these days, but I was raised. I grew up going to flea markets and was raised to negotiate, and I will negotiate until I'm out of breath. We got us another nice plug tap. This one looks like it's a coolant through plug tap. Pretty sweet. 10 by 1.5. Fairly common. Fairly common size. Got several carbides in here. Got some ball end mills. This one's yeah, just regular 3-flute end mill coated. I mean, you can't pass new cutters up like this. You know these end mills are insane to buy new. Anytime I find machine shop clearing out, I go. I hop in the truck and go. But there's a little bit of that. I have gotten a external hard drive for all my storage issues that you may have noticed all the clips skipping around in the last video. So I got an external hard drive for the laptop. I bought a new mic, new camera, tripod, all that stuff to hopefully make these videos not look like crap or sound like crap like some of the other ones did. So we're working on that. The couple videos from now, you'll start to see all that take effect as I'm figuring it out, and not very good at figuring that out. But anyway, I got us some, what's it called? Video editing software. Got some of that I'm playing around with. Really enjoying this. Almost forgot to mention, we got 3 other big taps. Here's an 1.8 a 1/8. That's a very common size. Brand new, some oxidation on it. Still wax coated. We got us a, don't know who made this one. I don't know. It's wax coated though. Pretty nice. 3/4 tin. Another 3/4 tin, so that's 3. This one is coolant through also. OSG High Pro. These are bad to the bone right there. Beautiful taps. I've bought a couple brand new, and it makes you have to sit down when you check out. So we got us some, let's see, there it is. Okay, we got us a job to do. And this one is actually going to be a personal job in a video in the future when I get some time to work on it. Guys, I have no idea what I'm doing with this camera. This iPhone, it's just terrible. Either it's terrible or I'm terrible. We're going to move it right here. This is why we call this video Friday Night Ramblings. It's unedited. I sound like a real crazy person. There we go. You can kind of see what I'm talking about here now. So this is a Colombian 508. And you might have saw me in a video doing this little number right here. Yeah, we melted the jaw right off of her. So this one I beat on for like 4 days. We actually warped it. We got it so hot. See that? Like a horseshoe. But they go in these T-slots right here. So these are what you call T-slots, and these are T-jaws. Notice the shape? If you do any kind of vice restoration, and you have messed with these jaws in particular, these old Colombians were cheap vices to buy, so they are very common. They're also extremely strong, so not many of them got broken. So you'll find these everywhere. These jaws pretty much become one with the vise, and they're hard to get off. Now, I've done dozens of these sets, and I will tell you by far the easiest way. Take an angle grinder, straight down the dead center of them, all the way end to end, and split those pins. If your pins won't come out. These would not come out. I end milled one of them out of there just to try something new. Ruined one of the holes, so that's going to be fixed. But this vise was sent to me by a customer about 6 months ago, give or take. And he wanted me to quote him on new jaws, a new handle, swivel locks, He wanted the handle to be counterbored with a bronze bushing in it. He wanted the front of the spindle to be resurfaced. This was going to be an insane job for a vise that is broken, and I will show you what's broken about it. So he just decided, you know what, you can have it for what I've got in it. We worked out a deal, and here it sits. So, what's wrong with this vise, you might be asking? Let me, my phone here, low battery, cool. Well, hopefully we get through this. I try to keep these videos short. You know, this is only my second one, but these are meant to be just a short little fun video for your Friday evenings. And I'm going to have a full-length video every Saturday. And as long as I've got new things to show you, or I'll just talk to you on Fridays. So let me make sure you can see me here. Zoom you in just a fuzz. And with that studio screen I showed you a minute ago on the new camera, I've got a Canon T5. So it's actually my wife's camera. She was gracious enough to give it to me. I didn't ask her, so don't tell anybody. But it's mine now. If that doesn't work, I need some input on camcorders. Give me your advice. If you think there's a camcorder I should buy, I will absolutely do it. So what's broken about this vise? Well, when we got it, and I say we as in me and the customer, somebody had done something that we can't figure out to the spindle. Okay, you can see me. Oh. Say hi to the shop cat. This is Ozzy. You will see him in a lot of videos. That's my buddy. He lives out here. He never leaves, even when it's nice out. He only disappears at night. Go out to the woods. He's got a little cat door on the side of the shop there. So, as you can see, this was welded on there with a bunch of bird crap welds, just barely along the edge here. And I had to carbide burr it out, and got it burred out. And come to see, this is actually part of the original casting. It's about 1/8 of an inch thick, which if you go putting a crap ton of pressure on that handle, you're going to break through that. So that was their solution. We don't like that around here. So this is going to be a complete custom overhauled vise, and we are going to use it. I'm going to set this up on the CNC mill, and this will be a several part series for this vise. Once I get some of the customer jobs knocked out, we will get to this. Set this up on the CNC mill. We're going to clean out the T-slots. We're probably going to braze or nickel 99 stick electrodes. We're going to weld these holes up, re-drill them after we make some jaws. Obviously, we're going to make some jaws for it. I don't know how custom I'm going to go on the jaws, but it would be cool to add some pipe jaws that sit below. Thinking about it. Maybe we'll add some bolt-on copper jaws to use, because I do like to use these copper jaw plates, but they're a pain in the butt. So we're gonna bore this out just a fuzz, and we are going to go down just barely enough to clean it up. And I'm gonna make a piece of A2 tool steel. So we're gonna come in here with a little square catch. It's like a flap here, and a flap here. And we're going to cut this out with an end mill. We're going to mill this out. We're going to mill the square here. You get a marker to kind of elaborate on that in case you're not following me. For those in the back, And I was one of those kids in the back, so don't you worry. School was not my thing. I was too smart for them, and they knew it. And I was uncontrollable. Out of control completely. Anyway, this marker is not worth a dang, so as you can see, there we go. We'll just slobber paint all over this thing. Okay. And then this whole section. Okay. So that's what it's going to look like. Piece of A2 tool steel flushed up in there. It's going to be drilled and countersunk. Probably, no, not countersunk. It's going to be threaded from the back. Just decided that right now. So you're solving this with me. So this is going to be cleaned up. A2 tool steel, harden it. Give us that pressure that we need, because this is about 1/2 inch thick right here. And by this, I mean the casting. So then the spindle is going to be turned in the lathe. We're going to turn the back side and make it perfect. We're going to turn the outside of it. And let me grab it so you don't think I'm just a lunatic here. And let's put it in this vise. Get it in the shot, hopefully, and hold it. Whoop. Okay. Can you see it? Yes, you can. All right. And that's better. So this spindle right here, we're going to chuck it up in the lathe, of course. Going to weld that set screw hole up. Once we chuck it up, we will face this back side. This will be torched out of here, or bandsaw cut, or I'll use a hacksaw because I like to make my life difficult. Or, I don't know, any other methods you can think of. Maybe we'll use a file. Yeah. This will be cut off. Turn the spindle down. Turn that very slight that radius on there. Then, with these holes, see how they mushroom when you slam them like that? We're going to bore those holes out up a size. And we are going to probably countersink them just like these. Or we will do some round knob handles like disc handles on a Wilton. Flat and counterbore them that way. But I'm also going to drill a set screw up in the front here. Got it locked down. You'll see here in a second why I love this vise. So, it's a quick lock swivel on it. There's Apprentice 23. And I will do a vise walkthrough one day. You see, there's some down there. Well, you can't see them, but trust me. Boom. We're going to do a set screw like on a Parker. So your handle's in, working position where you can really spin it quick. Set screw in here to hold it when we need to. And then we're going to put a brass bushing in there to get back to our normal handle size. And that handle will have no play in it whatsoever. After that, I am going to, before I harden this little A2 custom piece, we are most likely going to put a thrust bearing on the back of this and on the A2 and compress it. When that thrust bearing is compressed and the handle's centered, we should be able to flip this handle and spin that vise all the way in. And if we can't, we'll throw it in the dang woods. No, I'm just kidding, but we are going to try it. I've done one like this before. They do take a stupid amount of time, these vices do. This one being cracked and repaired is not worth anything more than I paid for it. Once I fix it up, I will be losing money, but I'm doing the labor. When I have time, of course, which is never, but it will happen. So thrust bearing, super cool vise. The only other issue on this thing, and I'll bring you in so you can potentially see it. There you go. There is a crack. That's not it. That's dirt. There's the crack. See it? And it's a crack in the casting you're looking for, not a butt crack. Just letting you know. These are my Friday night videos, so pay no mind. I worked today. On Friday nights, I like to reflect and think about all the wrong I've done and all the fun we're gonna have out here. I do some machining on Fridays, but usually it's R&R day. You can't tell with the lighting. This thing is heavy, by the way. But the crack goes to about right there. We're going to drill that out. We're going to V it all the way. We're going to braze or nickel 99 rod. DC negative, maybe. I'm not a professional welder. I have Hobarts. If I was a professional, I'd probably have Millers. No idea. Those are dandies, though. I'll tell you that. So this is going to be fixed. The rest of the vise is going to be fixed. Swivel lock. Oh gosh. Swivel lock handles are going to be fixed. And a lot of fun's going to be had, and you'll get to see that in a future video. And as always, I hope you've enjoyed this random Friday night. I will be doing a shop tour video soon. I'll be doing the whole copper video. You're going to see tomorrow, you'll see part 2 of the Starrett Coachmaker jaws that we made. And you'll see this Colombian full job. Remember, handle, swivel locks, tons of work on the spindle, bunch of welding. It's going to be fun. New jaws, new pins for the jaws, a lot of weird setups on the milling machine. We're going to have a lot of man hours in this thing, but it's going to be used. It's going to be a super cool vise. If you're not into vices, you've probably never seen one this big, and it's hard to appreciate the scale without seeing it in person. But an 8-inch vise is about 3 feet long and 300 pounds. They're giant. I've got 2 of them, and I've got this 7-inch here holding the spindle that you saw. But as always, thank you for watching. This has been a Friday Night Ramblings video 2. And if you enjoy and you're enjoying the other videos on the channel, the shorts I'm posting, you hit the like button, hit the bell icon if you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, please do. I would greatly appreciate it. And we are almost to 200 subscribers in less than 2 weeks, and I'm blown away. I don't understand it, but thank you so much for watching, and until next time, we'll see you all.